Hi guys, and good afternoon, creeps. Okay guys, I got an email from somebody named Betty BP 56. Oh, and real quick, let me say this to Breezy. Thank you, Breezy, for the gift card. I've just redeemed it on Amazon.com. It says that it takes 1 or 2 days to process it, but I did pick out an Amazon gift card from the card amount that you sent me. And I'm getting some eyelashes and some facial wash with it. So thank you very much, Breezy. It's much appreciated for your gift. And I sent you a email to your email box to thank you. And I also, when I checked my email box, like I said, I got a letter from Betty BP 56. And she wanted to know what I thought about the body tattoo culture all over the body. How do I feel about it, and do I support it? You also wanted to know how I feel about the sugar babies and the sugar daddies and the sponsorships and these other women. So let me hurry up because I only got about 20 minutes. Okay. So as far as the body tattoo culture all over the body, believe it or not, I was, going to speak on this subject, but for some reason it just kept on slipping my mind. I actually don't, let me say this. If you have body tattoos, please don't take offense by this. This is just simply my opinion. I am not a fan of the body tattoos. I feel like they make the body look dirty. I feel like sometimes, especially when somebody has what they call a sleeve, where it's just tattoos all down their arm and you can't even see any skin, and the black ink just makes the person's body look very, very dirty to me. They might be clean, and I hate to mention Jeffree Star. He does have all those tattoos all over his body, but he had to cover them up because he was going through some mental issues and he was cutting his body up, and so he had actually got the tattoos to cover up all the scars that he had from cutting his body up. He used to be a cutter, and so in order for you not to see his scars, he actually covered his body up with tattoos. So I do understand, where Jeffree Star came from because he actually has his entire body except for his face. And I think he does have a few on his forehead. He does have a massive amount of tattoos. I do think on Jeffree Star, they do look appropriate for his style. However, let's just talk. We're not going to talk about Jeffree Star because he got his own reasonings behind why he had to do it. He had to cover up cut scars. Okay, so what I'm trying to say at this point, when I do see all these body tattoos all over someone's body, I do not support that. I do not want body tattoos all over my body. I actually do have a small tattoo, what they call the tramp stamp. It used to be very popular in the early 2000s to have a so-called tramp stamp. I do have the so-called tramp stamp tattoo. Back then, I lived in Australia, and Asian letters were very popular as a popular tattoo style. So I do have a tattoo that says good and beautiful in Korean and in Chinese. In Korean, it means Suk Young is a popular girl's name in Korean, and it also means good and beautiful in Chinese. So when I would walk down the street at that time, I was exposing my skin. A lot of Asian boys would walk up and say, "Ooh, beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Ooh, Suk Young, Suk Young." So that was my nickname, Suk Young, because of the tattoo. It means Suk Young, so my nickname in Australia with Asian men was Suk Young. Okay, so that's what it means. Or they would call me Suki or Suk Young. Okay, so it just means beautiful girl in Korean. Okay, and it means clean, beautiful in Chinese. So I feel like I picked out a good meaning for the one tattoo that I do have. I am going to look at getting a tattoo perhaps for the scar that I have from my car accident. I also have a couple of other scars on my legs. From on one leg, I have where I got hit by a pickup truck. I had my leg crushed and busted wide open by a pickup truck's tire when I got hit by a pickup truck. And I do have massive amounts of scarring on my left leg. So I am wondering if I should, because I do have a surgical scar, a long surgical scar on my leg, and I am thinking about possibly getting some tattoos to cover up my scar from being hit by a pickup truck. So to answer your question, Betty BP56, the tattoo culture, I think, is kind of ugly. I think that it is a dirty looking a way of having your skin covered with all those tattoos. The skin never looks clean. It just always has this dirty, filthy look. Now, it does look clean on Jeffree Star, and I don't want to talk about him again, but he does look clean because he always be having his makeup beautifully done, his hair, his wigs be beautifully done, his clothes be super clean. So he does look clean. With his tattoos, he does. He is the exception of the rule. He looks clean. Okay, but when you see that the tattoos on most of the people, especially when they're black, they just look dirty. Their skin looks filthy. Their skin always looks dirty, filthy, unclean, unkept. It looks nasty. When it comes to the black girls that are doing all the stripping and they have those long tattoos going from their stomach all the way down to their legs, and it's just all over their legs and like a black china look, it just looks gross. It looks cheap. It looks ugly. All those tattoos to me just looks ugly as hell. I just don't, if you notice when I have my skin exposed, I don't have like tattoos all over my chest. I don't have tattoos all over my arms. I don't have tattoos all over the place. I got that one little cute tattoo on the back of my the back of my back, lower back, but that's all I have. So yeah, the tattoos look gross. I think they look ugly. They look nasty. They look dirty. I don't like full body tattoos. I do like one or two little cute tattoos, but when they have like the cursive writing all across their chest, like when it's like a white boy, like a drag queen, I have seen Fierce and Furious tattooed across some drag queen's chest, and that looked good. That looked cute with the little, because it just says Fierce and Furious, and I like the word fierce, and it actually looks cute. So I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna blanket everybody and say everybody looks dirty, everybody looks nasty. I'm just saying that my thought, because there are some people that, you know, I look at it and they'll be like, oh, those tattoos look cute on that person, or oh, those tattoos look bad on that person, or, you know, so it's an individual thing. I can't just blanket statement everybody and say they all look dirty. I can't do that. But for the most part, my thought process is that the majority of the people that do have those tattoos, they do look dirty, they do look filthy, they do look unkept, they do look unclean, they do look thuggish, they do look you know, low level, they do look freaky when it comes to a black woman with them all over her body, all over her butt, all over her legs. They look gross, they look nasty, and that is how I feel about the tattoo culture all over the body. I do not support it, because what is going to happen when that person turns 80 years old if they live that long? What is going to happen when they are in their 60s and they got all that stuff all over their bodies? It's not going to look good on a elderly ass person, you know, an old person in a nursing home with all that shit all over their bodies. So, you know, they're not thinking in the future. They're only thinking for the moment about how they look as a youngster. And honestly, when they get to be elderly, they're going to look really ridiculous and stupid and gross. So, okay, the next subject, how do I feel about the sugar daddy, trend and the sugar baby trend, and the millionaire sponsors and them trying to become a millionaire off of this stuff. I have never heard of the School of Affluence. You asked me, have I ever heard of them? I've never heard of the School of Affluence. I've never heard of Shanika Adams. I've never heard of these people. And honestly, I just got your message today and I haven't, you know, looked any of this up. So just to answer your question right off the bat, no, I have never heard of the things that you asked me about. I have heard of the sugar daddies and the millionaire sponsors. So let me just tell you real quick, what do I think about the sugar babies? from what I have seen, because my computer at one point, like earlier in the year 2019, my computer was bombarded with recommended for you sugar baby stories. I never clicked on any of those sugar babies simply because the sugar babies that I saw, and if you don't know what a sugar baby is a woman that's supposed to have a sugar daddy that is worth millions. The women that I saw that were advertising themselves saying that they had made millions of dollars by being a sugar baby, the reason why I never clicked on their videos is because they were all but ugly. Most of them, 99% of them, was black. They were extremely ugly black women, and honestly, the reason why I didn't click on them is because it looked like they were just telling lies. Nobody with millions of dollars would support them financially, so it looked like it was just some type of trend of them making up a fake ass story about having a sugar daddy. So to be honest with you, Betty BP 56, I just, I looked at these people's faces. I decided that it was not worth me clicking on them. I did see Luke Romanowski on this channel called We Are Change, and he was talking about a certain sugar baby, and she just sounded like she was making the whole thing up. It seems like they are making these stories up. I did watch it on Luke's channel. One of the sugar babies, she was extremely ugly. She was everything that a black man would hate. Dark-skinned, weave head. She was just an ugly ass woman, and she was saying that she was she used the word finessing. She said that she was finessing some man and that he had given her millions of dollars. Girl, looking at that fucking sugar baby fuckery, I said, this bitch is lying. Nobody would give this bitch not even $20 for a blowjob. She might get $5 for a blowjob, and she might get, maybe $10 for a fuck. But millions and millions for a bitch that looked like that, I was like, no. Luke was laughing throughout his commentary of watching it. I watched it on the We Are Change channel, and it was just an ugly bitch lying. So, all these women, I did see Yamila Nguyen. She did talk about being a sugar baby. Now, she said that she went on a dinner date for $500, and she counted out the $500, and she said that she was on a website that was to get money from men. She didn't have sex with this man, but he gave her $500 to go to dinner with him. So, I can believe that Yamila Nguyen probably got $500, but, if that's the way that they need to make a fast buck and they're not having sex and they're just meeting up with men for dinners, I guess it's okay. They're not having sex with these men, so I guess it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I'm not interested in being anybody's sugar baby, so it's not for me. As far as the millionaire sponsorships are concerned, from the looks of those women that are saying that, and I have seen those women come across my recommended videos for me, the millionaire sponsors, I'm not believing any of that shit. I don't think that any of them has any millionaire sponsors. I just don't believe it. To be honest with you, Betty BP 56, I don't have much to say about that. I just don't believe it. I think that they are, just making content. I think that they are crafting lies. I think that they are just making up stories. Don't believe everything that you hear, Betty BP 56. Don't believe everything that you hear. Don't just sit there on your computer. I'm not trying to insult you, but don't just sit there on your computer and just, listening to these strangers. You don't know these people. You don't know who they are. You don't know their real names. You don't know where they live. You don't know, where they shop. You know nothing about these people. And these people it seems like you're just sitting there watching these people, and you are actually believing the things that these people are saying. These people could just be making that up. These people could just be storytellers. These people could just be trying to get content. They could be getting paid by a production company to make these type of outlandish videos. I am, I don't know how old you are, Betty BP56, but I'm an older lady. I might look really young, but I'm not going to reveal my age, but I grew up in the 80s. I was an 80s child. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. When the 90s were popping and hot, I was a teenager in the 90s. So obviously I'm an older lady. So I might be older than what I look like. But like I said, I'm not going to reveal my age. But what I have learned through life is if something is too good to be true, it probably is. And honestly, the stories that these women are crafting, saying that they got a millionaire sugar daddy and they look like, poverty-stricken ghetto whores, hood rats. Don't just believe everything that somebody tells you, because honestly, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't believe their stories, and no, I don't believe that any of them have millionaire sponsorships. So you seem to be concerned about this sugar baby culture. I'm actually not taking too much of it to heart. I just honestly don't feel like it is, truthful. I feel like it's, full of lies and fantasy. And honestly, I just don't take it seriously, and neither should you. Don't take it seriously. Betty BP56, don't take all this stuff seriously. They could be bamboozling you, and you're just sitting there listening to their stories, and it's just story times for them. They're just making up stories. So I'm just going to end it right here, Betty BP. If it was something that I missed, please email me and tell me, if I missed something. I actually when I read your email, I actually wrote everything down that you were asking me, and hopefully I covered everything. So yeah, sorry I don't have much to say about the sugar babies. I wish I did have something more to add to your question, but honestly I don't. And yeah, that's all. But once again, Breezy, I just want to say thank you. I did order, I have it in my shopping cart. I should get the actual code tomorrow. I ordered some more of these eyelashes, and I ordered, I have it in my shopping cart so that when my gift card gets finished processing that you sent me, I'm going to get some Biore charcoal quartz skin wash, and I'm also going to get another charcoal. I love charcoal and eucalyptus facial wash. So I'm getting 2 facial washes and some eyelashes with the money that you sent me. So it is going, I got already the stuff in my shopping cart. I thought that I was going to be able to cash in my gift certificate today, but it actually said that it would take 24 hours for me to get my code. So I went ahead on Amazon and I already shopped for the little stuff that I can get with the money that you sent me on the gift card. So I just want to thank you, Breezy. I want to thank you and your husband for sending me the gift card. I did redeem it for a Amazon gift card, because it did give me an option to redeem it for about 20 different types of gift cards, restaurants, stores, and I actually redeemed it for an Amazon gift card. So I just want to say thank you, Breezy. Thank you to you and your husband. Much love. I really appreciate it. And so thank you for talking to me, Betty BP56. And that's all for now. Live fiercely, love viciously, and remember, atheism is unstoppable.